This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. It's officially that time of year. You might lose hope in your team, but don't worry. That's why we have Prize Picks to keep you going. Week 6 of football was something. Tampa, Indy, they're legit. I wasn't wrong when I said I was feeling good about Baker Mayfield, shake and bake, and that Tampa squad. I'm all in on Baker. Touchdowns. More. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get those picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Baker touchdowns, pass yards, rush? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. On Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That is my partner and co-host. He's Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler, All-Pro, and he has a new title, Madden Ratings Adjuster. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. Do us a favor, tell family, friends, and loved ones to do likewise. And go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you personally for your support and your continued support, because thanks to you, Nightcap has become what it's become. Make sure you check out Shea by La Portier. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Best tasting premium BSOP cognac on the market. Try it, compare it. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Make sure you check out my media company, Shay Media, on all of its platforms, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Nightcap won Listener's Choice today, Ocho, in both categories from Signal. We want to thank each and every one of our listeners and subscribers and everyone that voted for Nightcap. We could not have done it without you. We got special guests joining us a little later in the show. We got Rico Dowdle and Devin White joining us a little later in the show. But first, Ocho, Tua apologized for criticizing teammates for being late to a players-only meeting. Let's take a listen to what Tua had to say. Here's his full statement.
Made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now. I've talked to guys on the team about it, talked to the leaders about it, and that they know my heart. They know that the intent was right, but no matter the intent, the intent can be right, but when things get misconstrued or however the media wants to portray it, that leaves a void of silence and a lot of questions for the guys on our team. Now, being 1-5, we talk a lot about, all right, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Come in excited to go to work. Forget about the noise. And I feel like I just added onto that for our guys. For myself, I got to look at myself as the leader, protecting the team. I don't feel like I did that to the best of my abilities. I felt like I let the emotions of the game get to me after the game. And, that's something that I can learn from as a leader on this team. And what happens in-house should be protected. And none of that should have gotten out. And so want to publicly apologize about that, want to move forward, and now want to focus on Cleveland Browns.
Hey, Unc, I love Tua. I love him to death. I love what he stands for. I love what he represents. Being 1-5, you also have to be self-aware. It's all about being self-aware, Unc. If you had meetings, if you had things that go on in-house, they have to stay in-house. You should know that, whether you're 5-1 or whether you're 1-5. There's certain things that you don't talk about to the media. As a quarterback, as a leader of that team, as a person with that C on your chest, it is your duty to protect those that are in that locker room. It's your duty. So to put it out there in the media and say what some of the other players are doing or haven't done, that is, you know what? I'm not going to use the word. I'm not going to use that word tonight, but it's throwing people under the bus. You can't do that. You just can't.
You can't always be truthful. Sometimes it's okay not to tell the truth.
Come on,
Here's
man.
the problem that I have. That guy, I just had to sneak that one in, Ocho.
Hey,
I just had to sneak that one in.
You got me.
No, but in all honesty,
Yes, sir.
the only problem I have with this, now the media misconstrued it.
Yes.
How do the players, okay, if you'd have said what you said, the media didn't say anything. Your teammates heard what you said.
Yeah.
So if anybody misconstrued it, they misconstrued it.
Yeah.
Because the media didn't put no spin on it. All they did was have a bunch of microphones and tape recorders there. You said what you said, unprompted.
Yes.
Unprompted. So in to use Ocho's term, he dry snitched. Ain't nobody asked him, did players come late for practice? Was when you had a players only meeting, the media didn't know anything about that meeting.
No.
You brought that up. And then you also brought up that there are players that were late or didn't arrive on time or maybe didn't even come to the meeting at all. You did that. How is it? You see, that's the problem that I have. Just own up to it.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? I was wrong. Don't add the media. The media didn't do anything. All they did was put the microphones in front of you, and you volunteered that. So in other words, you dry snitch, unprompted information that no one asked you for.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, there was no choice. And I saw in the chat someone said if that was Tom Brady or Troy Aikman, everybody would have been there on time. I told y'all that the other day. They don't respect him as a leader. But y'all don't want to see when because I'm not in the locker room, you don't think I know what I'm talking about, but I've been a leader. And I guarantee you, every time I've called a meeting, which wasn't very many, or any time I had something, guys showed up on time. On time. Because there was a respect level there that was earned. Not what I deserved based on what I had done. I had earned the right to call a meeting based on the way I conducted myself, the way I played, the way I practiced, the way I met, and what I had accomplished. So I had earned their respect.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? Matter of fact, if they did have a meeting that they didn't show up to, or they weren't on time, and this could be a tall tale on why they didn't.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Look what happens. Look. I mean, so there might be an underlying issue that we don't even know about that has been going on.
Or Tua.
The fact
underlying issue.
Oh well, hey, listen.
Let's keep it. As two guys that spent time in locker rooms, that played the game at an extreme high level, he's it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And you know what? Even though he came out and apologized, it's too late now. Because how do you think that bad taste that's in those players' mouths that you talked about, that know they were late or weren't on time to that meeting? How do you think other teammates feel? How do you think they're looking at, even though he's the quarterback, how do you think they are viewing you now? It's not the same, Unc, and it will never be the same. So this makes everything even worse on top of being 1-5.
Yes.
Forget the football aspect, because now you open up a whole new can of worms.
I give you a prime example, Ocho. You're in the courtroom.
Yeah.
One of the attorneys says something. The other attorney stands up and says, I object.
Right.
The judge says, sustain. How do I make the jury unhear what they heard? They heard it. Whether it's sustained, doesn't matter.
Too late.
Or he'll allow it. I've already heard what that man wanted me to get out, he or she wanted to say. So you can't make me unhear what I heard. I get the apology. The best apology is change behavior. We're going to see moving forward. The greater the player, the greater the leeway is. That's with anything.
Yeah.
First of all, when you say Troy Aikman and Tom Brady, first of all, Tua is not on that level. Second of all, they've garnered so much respect. You see how the players went to bat for Troy. Tom Brady, that's a whole different animal. Don't ever put Tom Brady, he's reserved. There might have been 3 or 4 other guys in the history of the game that garnered the respect that Tom Brady. Tua isn't one of those 3 or 4 guys. With that being said, you have to be mindful, Ocho, because, and this is what I tell guys that I think at some point in time will be leaders. You don't know who's actually watching you, what you do, what you say, how you do it.
Right.
But all I can tell you is this: if they see you behave in a certain type of manner,
Yes,
and
sir.
you make money and you get things, they'll behave that same way because they believe that is acceptable behavior.
Right.
So even though you don't know who's watching, if they're watching, or why they're watching,
Right.
just always try to put your best foot forward. That's all you can do. He will learn from this, hopefully. It's hard for me to believe that a guy that played at Alabama, played at such a high level, at such a prestigious program, wouldn't know that you can't throw teammates under the bus, that sometimes, Ocho, sometimes, look, and we talked about this, Ocho, all the time.
Yeah.
As a coach, sometimes you got to lie to your players. Even if you don't think they can win, hey, we can beat these teams. We can beat them. Hey, we do X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you got to lie because sometimes it causes great hurt, harm, or embarrassment.
Yes.
And it might have caused all three. Now, like you said, how do we get that back? I'm not so sure. So, because I'm thinking, bro, when you go home, you be pillow talking like a mofo.
Yeah, it is. It's no way to get that back, huh? There's no way to get it back. There's only one thing that cures everything. There's one thing that cures everything. When
Winning, and I don't know if they can do that.
my point exactly. Winning is the only thing that can cure it. But I still think they won't view him the same in that same light, no matter what. You can apologize. You can say everything. You can talk to him quiet, privately. But once you leave that locker room and you out of that space that's supposed to give you, don't have to worry about any of the bullshit you got to deal with on the outside world.
Right.
Wait a minute. Now I got to deal with it when I come to work. My own quarterback.
Right.
Nah, man. They never gonna look at it the same.
And that's why I say that's what quarterbacks. If you notice, the great quarterbacks, no matter how good they play or how bad they play, they always take responsibility. Yeah. When Peyton Manning, they lost the game, Peyton Manning said, I got to play better.
It's on me.
Tom Brady says, I got to play better.
It's on me.
John Elway and guys would always say, I need to play better. They never said, even though they played great, a drop pass here, a missed assignment there, the defense gave up points late. They always put the onus on themselves. Right. That's a part of being a leader. If you're the leader, even though somebody made a mistake, I'll take it. That's on me. Now, I'll call them and say, hey, we need to make sure this doesn't happen again, make sure we get it corrected, but this is on me. And that's what Tua needs to understand. Yeah. You would like to think a guy that's been the quarterback for an extended period of time at levels, he's a high school quarterback. Normally the quarterback is the leader. Not always, but the majority of the time, I would say 80% of the time, because a lot of times the best player is the quarterback, Ocho. Right. So he's normally the leader. In college, it probably kicks up 85%. In the pros, I don't know if I've ever seen a starting quarterback that didn't have the seat since they've been allowed it. Have you?
No.
I haven't either. So with that being said, he just has to be mindful. It's a minefield. What's going on, and it's easy to get frustrated, especially with, like you said, when you're losing. You're 1-5, because if they're 5-1 and they're 6-0, ain't nobody. Hey,
we're not having this conversation.
Guys are coming late, even if guys are late to practice, ain't nobody saying a word.
We're not having this conversation.
You should have nipped this in the bud a year ago or 2 years ago when you were winning and you were allowing guys to show up late. That's when you nip it in the bud. But you allow things in a win. Now it's a problem when you lose. Yeah. You see, when you lose, Ocho, it's not how we played on the field. It's all the other things. Right. All the other things. Like I said, you don't win a football game on Sunday. You win a football game Monday through Friday. Yes. That's when you win the games in your how we meet. How do we practice? How do we study? How do we prepare? Did we get treatment like we're supposed to? If we got a little nagging, did we take care of it before it became a big issue? Right. Hopefully Tua learned his lesson. Yeah. Hopefully he does. It's tough because if they don't start winning games, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And look, like I said, the greatest apology is change behavior. We're going to see. Go ahead, Ocho.
Well, you change behavior. Well, it's not change behavior off the field. It's the change behavior on the field. Correct. You know what the best sorry is for his teammates? What? Your performance. Yes. And how you play. Being the difference maker. Being that you are the quarterback. Being that you do make the most money on the field. That means your level of play has to be up here. It has to be eons above everybody else. Especially when you come out and you do something like this. Well, hold on. You can't be stinking up the joint.
No.
then going in front of the camera and telling what we got going on behind closed doors, and then looking like you know what out there on the
Stir
field.
fry.
No, you can't. You can't. That,
Yeah,
it
it would have been
don't go
wrong,
together. 'Cause
Ocho.
now,
Even
now
if
you
he had
got you got the whole locker room looking at you funny, Unc. I'm telling you, and I'm not even
yeah,
in there.
for
I'm
sure.
telling you, he could fix it, but he could fix it with his play. With his play, it'd be all smiles.
Even if he would have been wrong, even if he had thrown for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He exacerbated the term aggravate, which means to make worse. He aggravated the situation. It was already bad, Ocho,
Yeah.
but he aggravated the situation. Why, Ocho? Because he threw 3 picks. So he made a situation that was bad, he made it worse with his play.
Yeah. Well, listen, it was already a fire, right? It was already a fire.
Yep.
So it was already a fire. He took the goddamn gasoline and threw it on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, all it did was make the fire goddamn bigger. It made it worse.
Made it worse.
Now you're gonna have hell putting it out.
For sure. Is that me or you, Ocho?
What I do? I'm right here. I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. Because for a second I couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You
Okay.
sure?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
And what has happened, Ocho, is that for a fire to burn,
Yeah.
it needs oxygen.
Ooh, come on.
What
man.
he gave the fire was oxygen.
A lot of
A fire will not burn. Hey, you could have the biggest fire, rob it of its oxygen. You see a candle, put a jar over the candle,
Is
and
it?
it can't get any more oxygen.
Yeah.
It'll go out.
Mm-hmm.
You gave it oxygen. That's why when people say things, Ocho, we have to be careful how we respond because we giving it oxygen, and it'll keep burning. See, things will burn as long as it has oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Let it die out. He could have just let it die out. Oh, yeah, I understand that he's seething. I understand that he's upset. You're losing ball games that you don't think you should have lost. Guys are coming in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however many late. They're late to meet, they're late to practice. You know, it doesn't seem to be important. They're not as attentive as they need to be. Yes, it can get frustrating. Especially, like I said, I don't know what he's actually like. I've been around players that it was the end all be all. Everybody is not like that, the end all be all.
Right.
But it was probably bothering him. He's like, well, this is probably why we're losing. Guys are not taking this as serious as they need to.
Right.
Okay. But if they held you in such high regard, if they respected you as the leader, they're not coming late.
No.
They're just not. I mean, little things, Ocho, hey man, check this out, man. Let's go to the movies. After a workout on Monday, guess what? 15, 20 of us go to the movies.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's go bowling. 15, 20 of us go bowling. It's things like that.
Yeah.
But they gotta respect you. Guys don't respect you, they're gonna blow you off.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Tua, you're gonna have to play better. You're going to have to be better, not just on the field, because leadership is just not calling plays and then the huddle you got to see on your jersey. It's off the field, Ocho. It's things like that.
Yeah.
You suppress things that Mike McDaniel or upstairs don't even know about.
Yeah.
A fight that was about to happen. Something's about to go down. Somebody owes somebody some money. Okay, what happened? Hey, Sharpe, check this out, man. We playing this, blah, blah, blah. So how were you playing it?
Right.
Ocho, we're gonna get back to this. We got a very special guest joining us. He had a monster game the week before. He told his former team, y'all buckle up.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. And lo and behold, he came and gave him that work. 186 yards. I think he had over 230 yards. I think he had like 230 of total offense with receiving and running the football. Rico Dowdle joins us. Rico, how you doing, bro?
Great, man. Can't complain. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing, bro.
Hey, all is well, RD. Before Unc starts, my first question to you, would you come into the game like that, obviously saying what you had to say, giving the team bulletin board material before the game even started, did you have a chip on your shoulder? Did you have a chip on your shoulder going to that game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, that was one of those games I had circled early on in the season, but I think I always played
Yeah.
on my shoulder since coming into the league. So it's always a chip
Right.
on my shoulder when I step out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
I was surprised because you said this. They know it. Look, you were there. So they know what type of person you are. They know what type of running back you are. Do you think they underestimated you? They're like, man, this Rico just doing talking. Man, Rico ain't finna do none of that on us. What I mean, because obviously you said it. I mean, you just came off a monster performance the week before, and you called them out. You said, hey, buckle up.
Yeah, they probably underestimated me a little bit because they know, like you said, they know I talk too. Like, and I'm gonna talk a little bit. He actually told me that before the game. Sam, I talked to Sam before the game. He was like, "Yeah, man, I told him."
Sam Williams, correct? The
Sam
linebacker.
Williams. Yeah, he was like, "I told him that's just you. You gonna talk da da da." I don't know what the chatter was in the locker room, but I don't think they relayed the message to the full team about what could happen if I got going. I don't think they did for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I think obviously RD, I've been high on the Carolina Panthers for a very long time. Obviously, before the season started, I continuously said it over and over and over. For those in the chat that are watching, I'm not sure if you heard it in general. I was very high on them, and I said they were one of the two teams to watch this year. And I said they would surprise everybody. You guys are playing extremely well. And after last week's game, what is it that you guys need to continue to build on to make sure everything continues to go in the right direction?
I say,
headed towards the end of the
I
season.
say just really playing complementary football, all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. I think that's one of the main things, and just like as long as we do that, I think we'll be fine. Not hurting ourselves how we did early in games, having to dig out of the hole early, with no if it was penalties, turnovers, and things like that. So I think if we do that and just continue to do that and be able to execute, keep executing at a high level, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
How disappointed were you? You came in, you run for over 1,000 yards, and you're like, man, I had a good season. Oh, okay, I'm young. I ain't got a whole lot of mileage on me. I know they're gonna break your boy off. I'm gonna be able to stay here. I'm settled here. I like it here. They know what they got with me. I know what I have with them. And then come free agency. And I don't know if they called you. I don't know if they lowballed you. Walk us through your thought process after the season ends. You have your exit meeting with your running back coach, or maybe the head coach, the general manager. Walk us through the steps up until you made the decision you're going to Carolina.
Yeah, so they never made an offer at all in free agency. Yeah, they never made an offer at all. So just going through when we got out, my agent, we obviously thought we would get something here back from, but they just the kind of team they like go test the market, let us know what you hear, and then come back and let us know, and we'll see if we can do something with it. So it was that kind of situation. They told me to go out, they're gonna let me test the market, and so I didn't take liking of that because I thought maybe what I've been through there in my 5 years and what I was able to do once I was given the opportunity to run the ball, what I was able to do, I thought maybe they would have an offer, but they didn't, and it worked out for me in this way, and I'm getting a show now, so happy where I'm at now.
With them telling you to go test the market and they'll see, that probably kind of left you feeling some type of way, like, nah, bro. It's like, bro, hey, you tell your girl, you go test the market. If you find somebody out there you like, if somebody like you out there, I might come back and take you up. But if not, hey, you welcome to go. No, bro, you set me free. I'm good.
Yeah, it definitely don't work like that. But yeah, it definitely left. I wouldn't necessarily say I was just too disappointed because I know the nature of the business and how they operated. I mean, I was a free agent the year before, and they pretty much told me the same thing, but I ended up signing back there. So I just know the nature of the business, so I couldn't harp on it too much. Just know I had to look for the next best opportunity for me and where I can go make an impact.
You look at the situation. Dave Canales, your head coach, he was very non-committal. Chuba Hubbard is coming back. You rushed for 389 yards in the past two ball games, 473 yards of total offense. And he was like, they asked him Sunday after the game, he's like, hey, Rico's playing extremely well. We're definitely going to have a package, but he didn't say who's going to start. When that first offense run out there on the field, is Rico running out there with him?
No, we'll see Sunday when the game comes. Coach he ain't really put too much into it, but he just saying we'll see when the game comes. We're gonna go through this week, and then when the game comes Sunday, we'll see.
And and honestly, that's not a bad thing when you think about it. Obviously, I know you want to be the starter, you want to be the one to get the bulk of the carries. But when you have a two-headed monster like you and Hubbard back there like that, it opens up everything else. Man, because of what you did last week, you don't understand. I mean, as a player, I think you might get it, but as a fan of the game and watching and understanding that and played it, but what you just did last week, it makes it that much easier for whoever's calling the plays, whether it's Dave or whether it's the offensive coordinator. You made Bryce Young's job easier. You made every receiver, T-Mac and Leggett and Hunter, you made all their jobs easier. Because now when you play, oh, well, goddamn, already in the game, safety. Man, come on down in that box, please. Every time. Every time you in the game, the defense is checking to something different because you are the one threat offensively that you got to worry about.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely follow what you're saying there. That's one thing I think is gonna help expand the whole offense, play action. They gotta respect the run. I think it's gonna open up the pass for sure.
Oh yeah.
So what if your coach? What if Coach Canales, the head coach? What if your running back coach told you? Okay, Hubbard is going down. This is your opportunity because you splitting carries and he get hot and you might not get the amount of carries because running back. I mean, most skill position is all about rhythm. And it's hard to get a rhythm. You get one carry, you get a carry the first drive, and then you might not get another carry to the third drive. And then you might have 5 carries in the first half and only get 2. So now, with you being the big-time running back, the full-time running back, now you're able to get into a rhythm. What has Coach told you to say, okay, just make sure you keep your head in the game, make sure you stay ready. Is that some of the things that your coach and your position coach have relayed to you?
Yeah, so I going into it, I only talked to my running back coach about it. He was like, okay, just kill your ops, when the opportunity is presented itself to go out there and show what I can do, just make sure I make the most of it. And I think I was able to do that.
Absolutely.
1-year deal. So would you like to remain with Carolina long term, or you like, look, I'm gonna take it 1 year at a time. I'm gonna go out here and play my absolute best this year, and then I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Ain't nothing promised. The only thing I can promise you, I'm gonna give you everything I got, every down on my
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Just go out there, take it this year, and then see how it goes. Just got to be productive. I know it's a production-based business, so as long as I'm productive, the rest will take care of itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you look back? Do you are like, yeah, that's good. Y'all should have kept me. When you look up at your former team and you see them struggling, and you like, yeah, that's what you get. Do you? I mean, because I understand that you have friends over there. I mean, you was there for 5 years, so you have built relationships, but it's not like I want y'all to have success.
Yeah, I don't really look at it like that. Like you said, a lot of those guys are my friends. I ain't really rooting for their downfall. And the dude they got over there, Javante, he's been having a pretty good season too. So
he's
been having a pretty good season too. But yeah, I wouldn't really be rooting on their downfall. I want them to win and things like that. All my friends there, but I just wanted to beat them when we played them.
Help me out with this. You had an injury, your career in South Carolina, you had a lot of injuries. How are you able to stay healthy? Because normally if you limp into the NFL, you're gonna limp out of it. Right. You had injuries in college, but for some reason you've been able to stay healthy in the league.
Yeah, I think that was one of my biggest things coming out of college, injuries, just not being able to stay healthy. But thankfully I never had no injury where it was, I think, longer than like 10 weeks recovery. That was my longest injury. But yeah, in college just had a bunch of nicks and that. So I broke my fibula and tore my hamstring, had 4 knee surgeries, sports.
God damn!
God damn!
You mean to tell me about you ain't had nothing to keep you out 10 weeks? I broke a fibula.
Yeah, the longest one was 10. I broke my fibula like week 5, my sophomore year of college, played in the bowl game. But yeah, that was like my worst one, I think, in college. So, but I'm like 8 surgeries deep though. But just staying healthy. 8? Yeah, 8 surgeries deep.
Did you think like, damn, I got buzzard look, I can't catch a break?
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, why it keep happening? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why I keep happening. But since just getting in the NFL, I think those first couple years just sitting out, taking the wear and tear of my body and figuring my body out, really, that's what allowed for me to stay healthy. Not just figuring out what worked best for me. Drop my weight. I played at like 225 in college. I play at like 210, 215 now. So just figuring out what worked best for me.
Hey,
eating all that college training table.
Hey, does it ever be in the back of your mind when you're playing, like trying to be cautious and a little hesitant based on what you want to do, or you free will, don't even care about the past injuries, and you just go out there and just play?
I go out there and play. I'm trying to bring the punishment. I don't really think about that at all. I don't think about it at all.
Look, you went to the game. Let me ask you a question. Who's your top five running backs at USC all time? Gamecocks.
Oof, top 5 all time. I know you're gonna have to put Marcus Lattimore up there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Marcus.
You got Deuce Staley.
Okay.
Who else? I don't really know.
Well, George Rogers got to be first.
I don't know how I left George Rogers out. I don't really know how I left it. Yeah, George Rogers, Marcus Lattimore, Deuce Staley. And then you got 22. What was number 22? I don't remember all of them names. I don't.
Harold Green.
Yes,
I don't think who else was a running.
I'm not. I went real.
Yeah, that was before your time.
But yeah. Then I'm putting
George graduated. George graduated in 80. Graduated and left at 80. So.
Oh yeah, way before me. I was born in 98.
Hey man, Rico man, continued success, man. Congratulations on a great start to a new year, a new team. You've been playing unbelievable. Keep up the great work. Stay prayed up. Stay positive.
Yeah. Good
things will happen down the road. And when you make the Pro Bowl this year as one of those NFC running backs, come back and tell us how you did.
I will. Appreciate it.
Hey, do me a small favor. Y'all got practice tomorrow, right? Man, tell the receivers, man, all together at the same time. Tell them boys I'm betting the house on them this weekend, man.
I'm going to make sure I relate.
Yeah, let them boys know. Tell them boys I say keep pounding, bitch.
I'm going to let them know for sure.
All right, love.
Appreciate that, Rico. Appreciate you stopping by.
Good.
All right, man. Ocho, Joe Flacco was asked about the idea of Jamar Chase going off script and changing his routes. This is what Joe said.
What is it like when Jamar comes to you and says, I understand the play call was this, but
yeah, I know. You think it like I don't think he's out there freestyling. At least not with me right now. You know. And listen, I mean, ultimately, if he came to me and said, "Hey, I know the play's this, but I'm going to do this," I'd say, "Okay, I guess, yeah, that's what you're going to do. Okay, that sounds good to me." I would I would lean on him to feel it out. But I don't necessarily see that happening. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if he was to come to me and do that, I'd just say, "Yes, sir. That's what we'll do."
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Unc? That's a beautiful thing too. When you have a veteran quarterback like that. And the receiver can see things that the quarterback can't see, and the receiver can see things that the offensive coordinator might not be able to see. Obviously, he's up there maybe in the box, but it's different when you field side and you got a bird's eye view, not a bird's eye view, but a front view of everything and what you can and can't do. If Jamar Chase and Joe Flacco get some type of communication skills or maybe a number system, I know that's not the offense that they're running right now. But with Joe can hit him something like down by the hip, like if he sees something they playing off and they got the eye contact, you just throw him something simple. You know how many yards receive. I'm talking about good receivers and quarterbacks leave out there because they stay on script. When it's right there. The game of football is not complicated. You can go off script and do something very safe. Oh, he playing off 7 yards. The safety in the middle of the field. Give him a hitch. Give him a slant. And we seen Uno. We done seen him take a goddamn slant 80 goddamn yards. We done seen him take a hitch, break a tackle, and go down 30, 40 yards until backside catching. I mean, it's just little stuff like that, man. And it's good. I'm glad we have Joe. I'm glad they asked that question because now what's gonna happen now is when they play this goddamn game tomorrow night, there's gonna come a time where there's a play that's called, and they're gonna be on their own page.
Well, I think that's something like he said Jamar comes to him and tell him that.
Right.
They don't have the type of relationship. They haven't worked together long enough that Joe will know that, okay, it's this coverage and he's supposed to do this. He's going to do that. They haven't played together long enough.
It take time. It take time. That's why I said some kind of something that they can do with their hands. It got to be something. It got to be something just because you leave so many plays out there. You leave so many yards out there trying to do everything by the book. Sometimes you just have to play football. Sometimes it's not just X and O's. Sometimes it's not scheme. Sometimes you can go off script and still have success based on what you see. So, I mean,
but the thing is, Ocho, look, Joe, you mentioned Joe just been there. He's been there 10 days. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to build a connection. And where, Ocho, I touch my chin, run a smoke.
Yeah. See?
You know,
I like
I touch my hip, run a square out.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that because hell, I tell him that I'm like, hey, my chin was just itching. No, I ain't mean to do it. My chin was itching. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, Ocho? You and Carson had that because you and Carson had built up a rapport, a relationship, and that's something that you talked about.
Right.
You know, John, I would know if guys playing this kind of leverage, this is what John expects me to do. If I'm getting man coverage, he expects me to bust it out of the break. Right. If he's outside, he already knows I'm gonna take 3 steps and I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
So but that was over years and years and years. Right. Or if I'm gonna uncover. But that's asking a lot. And I'm glad Chase comes to him and said, look, I know I'm supposed to do this, but on this play right here, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
So now he's already put the seed. He's already planted the seed in Joe's head.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you throw that in, cause I'm running out. Because if you throw it in, you will hit it right in the chest. Because I'm telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah, listen, long as they're on the same page. Long as they're on the same page, because we are not built, obviously, with Joe just getting there. You just said it. Joe only been there goddamn 10 minutes. He only been there 10 minutes. So we can't overcome mistakes. We can't overcome turnovers. We got to be as efficient as possible on offense, all 4 quarters. The same way we looked when we came out of halftime at that Green Bay game, that 17-play drive, that's what we got to look like all 4 quarters. And now that Joe has a little bit more time with the offense, with the play calling, getting a little familiar with the system, I think we have a good chance at competing and beating the Steelers that are on a roll right now. Aaron Rodgers is on fire. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and try to talk trash. Boy, they look good, Unc. But I think we can compete with them. Now, I don't know what we're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. That's the problem. That's been our Achilles heel for a while now. But offensively, Joe can keep our head above the water. So basically, I'm saying if this was the Titanic, the Bengals offense is Rose. We might be in the water, but she on the dough.
So in other words, you gotta right now you're not a fast sinker, you slow sinking. I mean, it's gonna take some time for you guys to get to the bottom, but you know, right now you got a hole.
Listen,
you got a little hole in your hull, Ocho. I'm just saying, you got a hole in your hull.
Hey, listen, the boat done sunk. Joe Burrow's hurt, right? But listen, if the offense is Rose and Rose is on the dough in the water, Rose is on the dough in the water, so she's floating.
Yeah,
she's floating. So we good right now. We good.
The water real cold, Ocho.
Oh, it's cold.
Hypothermia set in.
It's gonna be. I'm going to the game tomorrow. I'm flying out there. It's cold. We're gonna be all right though.
Look, the Steelers defense is playing unbelievable. I mean, Jalen Ramsey is giving them a boost because he can do so many things. He can play safety, he can play corner, he can play slot, he can blitz. He's an outstanding tackler. He's not afraid to get his uniform dirty.
Oh, he's come up
one
and
of
hit
those
you.
guys that he want, Ocho, you remember back in the day, Ocho, we wanted our jersey. We wanted our uniform to get dirty. Yeah. And guys that didn't play, they rolling on the ground trying to pretend like they got their uniform dirty in the game. Nah, bro, you just rolled on the ground. You ain't getting no action. Yeah. Jalen Ramsey is a guy that'll get his uniform dirty.
Hey, he gonna come up and hit you now.
Hell yeah, he will.
Hey, you know who he remind me of? I mean, listen, I know you watched a lot of football over the years, a lot of defensive back play, and you know how much I love DBs. And I've never seen 2 DBs that always come to mind when I think of defensive backs. Forget covering. They can cover, but boy, they will come up and smack you. I'm talking about smack you. That goddamn Antoine Winfield, as small as he was when he played.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
And that goddamn Nate Clemens when he was in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Man, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all don't have no regard for your body. they ain't care. And you got to remember, this is the running era.
Yeah.
So I'm watching them pull up shared blocks and taking running backs that's way bigger than them. I'm not talking about going low and going, I'm talking about up high. Man, what is you doing?
Yeah, you got to, I mean, in that era, Champ was a good tackler. Champ didn't mind hitting.
Yeah.
You run to a guy, you run to a side where you like, man, he's not a tackler. Okay, we're going to try to, we're going to try to, what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to put a lineman on him, we're going to try to put our safety. Because what you do, you push the corner, and then you have the corner crack the safety. And so we're going to see if you want to make a tackle. We know the safety, most safeties are good tacklers, especially strong safety. We know they'll tackle. We want to see if you'll tackle.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. Or
And
you
listen,
gonna retreat and hope somebody? Because a lot of times, Ocho, they'll retreat hoping somebody else come. Y'all make the tackle. I'm gonna hold it up. Now I'm
hey,
gonna hold it up. I'm gonna keep
yeah,
giving ground. Now y'all come and make this
yeah.
tackle.
Waiting on pursuit to come help.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what they're waiting on.
Hey,
But
you know what's scary too? And I think
with
about it
that,
playing DB, especially during our era, where it's even worse now, is when you crack replace and that goddamn guard is pulling.
yeah. It's more difficult now, Ocho, because the
You
DBs
can't
can't
cut.
go low on the offensive lineman.
You can't
You remember
cut.
back in the day, the
Right.
DBs could go low. They could cut the
Yeah,
lineman out.
and create a
But they
pile.
cut that out. That's a penalty now. That's a 15-yard penalty if you cut the legs out of an offensive lineman.
That's
So,
almost,
oh
that's
yeah, you got to
almost
stand up in there
unfair.
and take that punishment. And most corners ain't really trying to take on no guard, not trying to take on no tackles or anything like that. So you think the Bengals got a shot tomorrow, Ocho?
I think so, and I'm only saying this from an offensive perspective. You know, I'm only saying from the offensive perspective, and the fact that it's a division game, both teams are familiar with each other. They know exactly what each
They
other
do.
like to do. I know they have a different quarterback. Hell, we got a different one too. But for some reason, the game is always close. I don't think it will be a blowout. It will probably be a low-scoring game. And in order for us to win, up front, offensive line, you got to have some type of pride, baby. You got to have some type of pride. I know TJ Watt is going to make his plays. They get played too. I know they're going to make their plays, but for the most part, if you keep Joe Flacco upright, he can wheel and deal. And we saw that early in the second half of that Green Bay game. We saw it. So
Y'all
I'm
got your
hoping to
work
get a
cut
little
out
bit
for
more
you.
of that all 4 quarters.
All right, Ocho, we're back with our newest segment, Player Fade, presented by Prize Picks, and we've got new animation. Let's take a look at our animation.
Hey.
That's what you came up with, Ash? Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This is how it works. The Nightcap staff has made lineups, and here are their picks. We either play their lineup or we make some changes, choosing more or less. Let me see what you got on here. Jamar Chase over 74.5 yards.
Absolutely. And listen, they're gonna make a conscious effort to get him the ball. So he definitely gonna be over 74.
Damn.
What's wrong?
You sure about that, Ocho?
Hey, they playing man. They playing man. But
Yeah.
this is the Steelers. They ain't showing no love. They not giving you no special privileges. We finna line up. We got Darius Slate. We got Jalen Ramsey. And we finna be in your face.
I'm gonna have to get back to that one. Joe Flacco over 36.5 pass attempts. How many attempts did he have on Sunday against the Packers? Yeah, I'm going over. He definitely gonna have to throw it because you're not running on the Steelers.
And why was I just getting ready to say that? If we don't establish the
You're
goddamn
not
run,
running on them.
we ain't gonna have no choice but to throw the ball.
TJ Watt over 3.5 tackles and assists. Yeah, he gonna have 2 sacks.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that man ain't gonna get 2 more tackles?
They did not say that. They said assists and tackles. He might not get a sack.
Oh, he gonna get a sack.
You real confident over there.
Yeah. TJ Watt a bag boy. And Joe Flacco Whole Foods grocery. So what you do? Sack him up.
You sound real confident. Okay.
I'm going over. I'm going over with TJ Watt 3.5 tackles and assists. Jamar Chase 74.5 receiving yards. God almighty no. Ooh.
I'm gonna let you get that one. You got it.
Packers defense ain't like Steelers though. Huh? I mean the Steelers defense. The Packers defense isn't like the Steelers, right? That's what. Yeah. Have the Steelers given up a 100-yard receiver? How many? Who did? Oh, from Cleveland.
Who?
Yeah, Cleveland. Fannin had 81. What did they have? What about Seattle? Didn't they play? Did they play Seattle? Vikings. Jamar Chase went crazy.
You mean Justin?
I mean Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson?
Oh yeah. Over.
Oh. I said over from the beginning. I'm not sure what you was
But
contemplating.
I don't know if Joe Flacco can walk it to him like Wentz. Or walk it to a Wentz.
What?
Or walk it to him. Because you remember when the Steelers played the Vikings had two receivers over 100 yards.
100?
Jefferson and Addison. Steelers won, but I'm gonna go over.
I told you should have. I mean,
I'm taking the staff pick.
That was a no-brainer.
Staff, this the last time. I ain't let y'all pick ish else if y'all get this one wrong. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's good to be right. Yeah, y'all. Ocho, George Pickens, who's set to become an unrestricted free agent after the season, praised the Cowboys, but noted he also wants to showcase my talents. Pickens was asked about staying in Dallas long-term and said, I wouldn't mind it. The guys in the locker room are super cool. The energy is great. But like I've said, I always want to showcase my talent, most definitely. Pickens, who turns 25 next March, figures to be one of the most sought-after receivers in free agency should he hit the market. On Tuesday, Jerry Jones did not want to get into whether the team would like to open talks on a new contract with Pickens. Ocho?
Yeah.
Pickens going to want somewhere between $32 and $36 million.
Yeah.
Is he staying in Dallas, or is Jerry gonna hand him walking papers? Let him walk.
I don't know. If I was him, I wouldn't even play. I wouldn't even want to be there. Honestly, I'm just saying that's just me personally. I want to maximize my potential. I want to maximize my earnings and go somewhere else where I can contribute. He's about you want to show your talent. We know.
Well, he got to. I mean, he gonna need to be the number one. He want to go somewhere and be number one. He want to be number one there.
I mean, that's what he is. That's what he is. They're in a great situation. Obviously, it was unfortunate that CeeDee Lamb got hurt, where Dak Prescott had two number one receivers. Mm-hmm. But he needs to go somewhere else to maximize as much as he can get, be that number one, continue to build his career in being a number one player and doing
Cleveland
that he knows he can do. Where you said Cleveland?
Cleveland. They need a number one receiver. I'm trying to think of the places. Oh, the Raiders.
Ooh, I like
the Raiders.
That. Hey, wait a minute. Do you understand how that marriage right there would be perfect? George Pickens, NFL young boy, at the Raiders. No, that is a great matchup. That's a great
for sure.
It makes sense. It fits. It fits him, his persona, his image. You know, being that is perfect. Pete Carroll. Hey Pete, I'm not tampering. I'm just telling you ahead of time. Geno Smith.
You know where he'd be good at too, Ocho?
Where?
The Giants.
Oh, until
with Jackson Dart.
Hey.
Oh, Neighbors. They got Neighbors. Neighbors coming back. Never mind.
Okay.
Not there.
All right.
Hold up. Let me see. Atlanta got
Drake London. Drake London.
Tampa got Mbuka, and they got Godwin.
They got Mike.
New Orleans, they got Olave, Shaheed.
Yeah.
But I think me personally, I think George Pickens is better than both of those guys.
Different type of player, different type of receiver.
I'm trying to.
I like the Raiders, huh?
I love the Raiders. I
like the Raiders idea, honestly.
All things being equal.
Yeah.
The question is, do they like Zay Flowers or do you like George Pickens?
Who?
Because both of them gonna be up. Huh?
Pick going to the Raiders. I'm telling you, I'm putting that in the universe right now. Because that CeeDee Lamb team over there in Dallas with that star on his helmet. Pickens has
The
showed what he
Colts.
can do.
The Colts need a receiver.
Dang. Okay, we
You
got
like the
Pierce.
Colts with Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. But they kind of
I
set.
mean, Tennessee, they not set.
What?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they got Pittman. They paid
Pierce,
Pittman.
Pittman, Downs. They good. They good. They got a nice little squad. Nice. And you know what? You know what I like about the Colts receivers?
What that?
Everybody has a different strength. Everybody has a different strength. Everybody does something that the other doesn't. So I like what they have right now. I'm telling you, Pickens to the Raiders.
You're right. For me, right. You know what, Ocho? The Patriots.
No, man, no. Hell nah. No.
You don't like it
Absolute-
with Drake, man?
No. I like Drake May, but they got they core. Like Pickens and Patriots, don't put him in that environment. Absolutely not. No.
You don't like that structure. It's too structured.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't put the man in
You
that
think you
environment.
slick, Ocho?
What?
Don't put him in that environment.
Nah, man. Hell nah.
What?
Listen.
I mean, what do you think as far as the market, open market? You
Open
think
mar-
what
open market,
type
he
of
get-
numbers are we looking at? Somewhere 32,
30,
32, 33, 35,
let me see.
36?
Based on what I'm seeing right now from him and what he's done in the past and what he's probably going to finish with this year, he probably going to get somewhere between 34, 36 on the open market. I'm telling you, it's going to be Pete Carroll. It's going to be. I'm not his agent, but I'm going to be responsible for him getting over there with Gino. So Gino got somebody to get that thing to, you know.
I tell you what, Gino keep turning the ball over. Gino ain't gonna be there throwing it to him. He better stop turning the ball over. He got 10 interceptions in 6 games.
Hold on. See, you know what would probably relieve some of those interceptions,
Him not hitting other guys in the chest.
or having a target like George Pickens to throw to. Brock Bauer still hurt. Brock Bauer still hurt, huh?
He is.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, he's engaged.
Yeah.
He knows the Cowboys are going to throw the football. He knows he has a quarterback that can get him the football in Dak. He's getting more opportunities because CD is down.
Yeah.
Now the question is, when CD comes back,
You
will he
already know.
still get 10, 11 targets a game?
No.
Because normally the 10, 11, 12 targets go to CD.
Yes.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, Ocho, we take 4 of those targets away. And so instead of getting 10, 11, 12, he gets 6, 7, 8. Can he still give us, I mean, there'll be games that he still can give you 100. But if he can give us, 70, a quick 80, a tub here or there, he going to get paid. Ocho, the guy is going to be, he's going to be 25.
Yeah.
The start of the 2026 season. He's not even close to his prime.
No, not
He
yet.
ain't even got his prime, and he won't hit his prime for another 2 years.
Yeah. He gonna get it. Listen, I told you, didn't I tell you when I talked to Pick last year, didn't I tell you wouldn't be no more problems?
Yep.
We ain't had a problem yet. I told you, and I stand on that. And he's gonna get rewarded not only for I hate using the word good behavior, but being a professional, but you're gonna get rewarded for your play on the field, not what you're doing off of it. You're gonna get rewarded for your play on the field tremendously. And I know you're gonna see this, young bull. Stay locked in. Keep the main thing the main thing. And you're gonna get what you deserve.
I got a place where he can go.
Well,
Green Bay. Josh Jacobs said they need a number 1.
hey, that's a good one, Unc. That's a good one.
Josh Jacobs said they need a number 1.
Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. I look at the Green Bay offense the same way I look at the Indianapolis Colts, where they all are by committee, and each game you never know whose day it's gonna be.
Right.
You never know whose day it's gonna be. Well,
Yeah, you can run it back.
It might be Wicks. It might be goddamn Reed when
Dobbs.
he come back. It might be Dobbs. You never know. So I like what they have over there. I like that little young system they got. I want him to be that man over there in Las Vegas. Because it's just gonna be him. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. You know, every game you get 10, 11 targets going crazy. Pete Carroll, what we talking about? I like it.
I like look, I always thought he was talented. I thought he was immensely talented. The catches that he's tremendous run after the catch. It's just, sometimes you need a change of scenery.
Yeah, that's all it
Sometimes
takes.
you need a change of scenery. He had worn out his welcome in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was, Ocho, Pittsburgh and George Pickens were sick. They were sick of him and he was sick of them.
Yeah.
So when you get a situation like that, the best thing to do is to go ahead and part ways. They were able to get something for him. He was able to get a place. They're going to throw him the football. Now, it worked out perfectly. I hate that CD got hurt in order for people to see just how good George Pickens is. Because I think the thing is that, his behavior, his petulant behavior, you forget that he's an immensely talented receiver. CD going down, he got an opportunity to showcase that. Now, I don't know if CD's back this week or when CD's coming back, but he's put enough on tape to make people understand, to let people know, oh, he for real now.
I'm him.
He the real deal.
I'm him. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Jerry Jones said he's open to making a trade before the November 4th trade deadline. We have thoughts all along that if we see a way to improve this year with a trade with a trade at the deadline, then we'll take advantage of it. If there's a trade that will help the defense, we're in position to make that trade. I want to remind everyone, one of the great things about our trade we had with Green Bay is that our tackle makes about $22 million a year. He cost him $2 million, Ocho. We're getting a 20-something million dollar player for $2 to $3 million right now, and he's playing about as well as anybody on the defense. Why do I bring that up? That alone has increased our flexibility of being able to look at potential trade, right? Whereas you might have had cramps before. So we're in position to look at that trade, and that means we're going to make one. That doesn't mean we're going to make one, but Jerry is saying, Ocho, we have the assets, we have the cap space. If there's somebody out there that can help this defense at the deadline, we go do it.
I mean,
that's wishful thinking.
I told you.
Does that strike me as something Jerry would do? No, but hey,
not.
The question is, Ocho, is there a Charles Haley out there?
No, but listen, they have a problem stopping the run, and I told you who to go get. I told you who to go get over there in Tennessee. He wet 98. He nice, a very good run stopper. Oh, listen, I'm not sure who the Mike back is, but you should have a feast. You should have a hell of a time if Jerry makes that move and go get Brother Simmons.
Jerry just keep throwing shade, and we got a D tackle that's making $2 to $3 million a year. Okay, Jerry, you got off Micah. You didn't have to pay the $200 million. It's moving along. But guess what?
Yeah.
Those picks that you got, you're going to have to give them up if you want somebody at the trade deadline that can help your team.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't think somebody just going to hand you over one of their best defensive players for what?
Yeah,
they say, oh, you got 3 first rounders. No, you want this player where you had 3. Now you got 1. Or you give up one of those, a first rounder and a second round or something. So, but the question is Simmons available? Because Simmons can stop the run and he can rush the passer.
Right.
So the question is, who's available, and what are you willing to give up to get him?
Right. And
that's what that's all about, Ocho.
And the
you have the capital, you have the cap flexibility, and you have the draft capital to go to satisfy.
But think about this. Even if you do have the capital, who are you gonna go get? That's gonna make a difference. That's gonna make a change. That can put a dent in some of the issues that you have right now. I mean, who? It would have to be. It would still have to be a big name. It would still have to be a name that's going to cost you, because anything else outside of that is just going to be another body. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just going to be another body. That's it. Taking up space. Not someone that can actually make a difference for you defensively and change the trajectory. Look, I'm messing up my words. Trajectory of your defense.
Look, if I'm Cleveland, Jerry, give me 3 first rounders and a second round pick. I give you Myles Garrett.
Well, then you put yourself right back in the same situation you would have been in if you had kept Micah and paid Micah. So you right back in the same boat, claiming this is not what we needed. You said we got better. Jerry said we got better when we let Micah go.
If I put my finger to Jerry's back and says, who's better, Micah or Myles Garrett, who you think Jerry's gonna say?
Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I believe he'll say Myles Garrett. Okay. I get what you're saying too. You say, well, okay, you gave up all that what you acquired, so you got a very similar player. But I believe Jerry believes that Myles Garrett is an upgrade of substantial. I'm not saying head over heels. I'm not saying two, but I believe he believes he's an upgrade over Micah Parsons.
Well, then it would still be the same thing, because also he said, I let Micah Parsons go because when we did have him, we didn't win a Super Bowl. So are you saying Micah Parsons is going to be the one to come here and change?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett going to be the one to come here and change that? Are you going to win a Super Bowl? Are you going to get closer to winning a Super Bowl?
I'm trying to find difference makers.
Okay.
That can help the Cowboys.
You had
so who are the difference maker? Okay, Trey Hendrickson. Do you believe Hendrickson's available? Is Jeffrey Simmons? I don't know. We'll find out. Hold on.
Yeah,
today is the 15th. So we're about 19 days. We're about 3 weeks away from finding out what's going to be available. We'll get back to this in a second. Now it's time to welcome a former Pro Bowler, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think he won that award, and he is won the Super Bowl. Devin White, Las Vegas Raiders. Dev, what's going on, man?
Dev, you can't hear us.
He muted right now.
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey man, thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, for sure, man. Pleasure, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
What's up, baby? What's good?
Man, just cooling, man. Just cooling.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't mean to be thinking ahead, but I was just talking with Unc, right? And there's a certain player. I love what y'all have on offense, right? But I mean no disrespect to them boys. But we were just talking about next year, right? What you think about George Pickens over there in Las Vegas? Tell me that doesn't fit. Hey, you see, listen, stay with me real quick. You see how Mac Crosby, being a Raider, it just fits his demeanor, who he is, what he represents. What you think about George Pickens over there?
He definitely got that charisma. You know, that swag.
I told you, Unc. I know what I'm talking about, man. Okay, all right, we can get back to business. That's it.
Dev, you got to help me understand this. With all the early success that you had at Tampa, Pro Bowls, All Pros, Rookie of the Year, win the Super Bowl, I thought you were a lifer because you fit the Derrick Brooks, you fit the Rondé Barber, you fit the John Lynch, you fit the Warren Saps, a physical football player. Tampa known for defense, they're physical. Leroy Selman, rest his soul, physical defensive player. Why? And then I know you heard. If you didn't hear it, somebody sent you what Jason Light said. Had I known what I know now, probably I wouldn't have taken him. What went wrong? Why and how weren't you able to finish your career in Tampa?
I think personally, I think they just weren't ready to, give up that bag.
Okay.
Obviously they knew it was time after my 4th year. Everybody knew the numbers I put up, the accolades I had. Right. And I wasn't trying to be selfish, but I wanted what was due. I felt like I did everything right there, from on the field to off the field, in the community, being a team captain every year. And when I asked to get me, I got looked at crazy, and I don't know why. Nowadays players getting paid after 3 years, they're going the first round. And I had to go fight it out on the 5th year option for what? When I already had, even with Levante David, dog on the team, I led the team in tackles. I got turnovers and, made big plays. And then obviously, like you said, for him to come out and say what he said, man, we hosted a Super Bowl trophy together. So none of that mattered. What he know, he'll do it again because I helped him, obviously, on that run that we made. I feel like I was a key part of that, no cockiness.
You were.
If you look at the numbers and the stats, like, I missed the playoff game and had the most tackles in the postseason out of any player. And I missed one game. I missed the Washington game. Go look it up. And on the next 3 games, I was double-digit tackles every game and, getting it in for real.
Yeah, and you know what too, Unc, and LD, this is one of the things I don't like about the business side of things. Even with the numbers. Even when you do things right, not only on and off the field. When it's time to get paid, they always look at you funny. They look at everybody funny, even those that have the numbers, even those that have the stats. And it's the same conversation with the better players on each team all the time. Every year it's the same thing. You always have to fight tooth and nail for your value. You always got to fight tooth and nail for what you're worth, despite putting up the numbers. They're gonna find something. They're gonna put something in your contract. They're gonna talk to your agent crazy. And I don't know. I hate that side of the business. But listen, I'm glad you got what you deserve, and you doing your thing.
How disappointed were you? Because like you said, you hoisted a Lombardi trophy in your building together. You the ups and the downs, and you had some setbacks, and you accomplished all these things. And I'm sure, because when we had you on my old show, you talked about, hey, I'm gonna be a lifer, like Sam, and I see Brooks them when they come around and I see their names up in the stadium. That's what I want for D White.
Yeah, I think I was very disappointed. Just, like I said, I'm always piggyback off Levante. He do everything right. That's my big brother, like, to this day. And I thought I was coming in to, like, take over the role and be the next great one after him. Obviously, he still ain't slowing down. He's still going. And bro, we both made all-pro team together. We was always in the top 100 together and led the team in tackles together. And I just thought I was going to just be his successor. But, at the end of the day, I was very disappointed, man, because that's somewhere I wanted to be. But that also made my hurt a lot worse, because I had already started counting my eggs that didn't hatch yet in Tampa, and I was dialed in. Like I still got a place there, and I was about to buy another spot across from my place to just add on and just make this my forever home.
That's gonna be my home.
And when that don't happen like that, man, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But I mean, it is what it is.
When you found out Tom Brady, because all of a sudden there started to be speculation, Tom Brady might be signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You like, hold on. Tom Brady that was in New England, Tom Brady? You talking about the guy that's won 6 Super Bowls and been to all these Super Bowls and got all these accolades. He might be coming to Tampa? Hold on, man, stop playing. Y'all for real, Tom Brady might be coming to Tampa. Because if you look at it, you guys had an outstanding season. Jameis threw for 5,000 yards. But it's hard for a defense to overcome 30-plus turnovers from one player. Yeah. And I'm sure you thought in the back of your mind, Tom Brady, he don't turn the ball over with this defense, boy, it's gonna be tough for somebody to beat us.
Yeah, we knew getting him that we could be really good, just him just being in complete control of the offense. The turnovers did help. James did a lot of great things. Salute to him. But we was the number one run defense team in the NFL my rookie year. We was kind of hit or miss in the pass. We was kind of in the middle of the bunch. So we just knew we was just missing a complete offense to be able to go do it. And then obviously, him coming there brings a lot of expectation that people was willing to rise to the occasion. That's another thing. When you get a person like him in the building, your play level just go up times 20.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to meet his standard. He got a certain standard about himself. Being on the team, being in the building, and, you just kind of want to be all in. Then obviously we had got some key guys, we got his tight end, we had got a great receiver out of Florida, that ended up helping. We had a couple of D linemen come in to really kind of put our defense, solidify our defense, and we was rocking out. We had a lot of young guys on defense too, but, that's part of it, people just getting thrown in the fire and accepting the role and going to go get it.
What were your practices like? Were they challenging? Because were you talking smack to him and he talking smack to y'all, you guys? Because it seemed like, you got Tom Brady and you have you got Godwin, you got Mike Evans, AB, you got Gronk. Hey, you don't want to get blitzed. Hey, y'all ain't finna do that, what y'all been doing to them. Y'all ain't finna do that to us. And then well, what y'all did to that team, y'all not finna do that to us. And so y'all just going back and forth. And so you're raising each other's level.
I think the best part about it was 2 things I say. The secondary wanted to get a pick off Brady. Like, we knew you couldn't pick him in the game, so you wanted to try to get it in practice. And then I think for just the overall defense, we had to be able to disguise like harder than ever because he had seen so many looks in his life. So that what made our defense even better. We was able to disguise and play different coverages from different, different looks. And I think that helped us, like, on the back end of the season, because we just got so much better. We was grooming ourselves to perfection with our disguises, because you got to trick him some way, because he done seen it all. And I think that helped. Like, even I remember in the playoff, to go to the championship, we was playing Aaron Rodgers. We was playing trap coverage where the linebackers running out on cover and holding the number 2 receivers. I'm running with Devontae on out routes and stuff, and we sending, boundary pressures, and you can't pick it up because you don't know who dropping, you don't know who going.
Right.
And that's one thing I credit to Todd Bowles, is he never stay the same week in and week out. He always adding to that playbook.
You're in, you go to Philly. Philly don't work out. I was like, man, he'd be good in Philly. I mean,
why?
You got those big
why?
Okay, well, tell us why.
Now, I don't know though. Truthfully, I feel like I went there with a fresh mind. I was around a bunch of guys that that was in my high school class that I already knew, and I went there to just go get it back on track. Coming off that foot injury my 5th year, went to all the OTAs. That was new for me. Being in Tampa with an older team, we didn't really do many OTAs. My 2nd year was COVID. 3rd year, 4th year, we had Tom Brady. He wasn't. He did his own thing, so we did our own thing on defense. So I was pretty much locked in. I started every game. Started every practice of camp, OTAs. I was there. And, after the second preseason game, they called me up, Coach Vic, he said, we're going to go with Kobe. And, hey, y'all do what y'all got to do. I asked him what didn't I do to, keep this job that I done had all spring. He said, it's just the decision we going with. And I respected it. Hats off to Zach and the Kobe, still my guys. I was still in there for 4 weeks, just giving them all the gym that I had. They was playing New Orleans. I was familiar with them, and I was just being a pro about the situation. That's why you never heard nothing bad come out of that situation. It just wasn't the fit. I wasn't who they wanted. And respectfully, we moved on, and it is what it is. I don't dwell on it. I still got incentives off that Super Bowl run. So, God is good. God is good. I was on the team for 4 weeks,
Right.
Yeah.
It's been a rough start for you and for the team in Vegas. You got Jamal Adams, who moved from safety. He was a safety, now he's a linebacker. Defensive, you got Max Crosby. Everybody knows what Max brings to the table. So tell me, what's the transition been like for you from Tampa to Philly? Now you're here in Raiders. And the Raiders, Al, I know they got a lot of slogans. His famous thing is the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
Yeah. I think the biggest transition is just, it's just a different style of play than what I'm used to. I always been a simulated pressure type of guy, from Dave Aranda in college to Todd Bowles in the NFL, and just coming to this new scheme and just kind of, being a little more zony. It's been different from me. And, I started off playing Mike, Mike and Will. I was rotating the first couple of weeks because we were trying to get different guys on the field. We had Jermaine Pratt, E-Rob, Jamal, and myself. So I was the guy that was going from Mike in sub, and I was playing Will in base, and then I was a dime linebacker. So stuff didn't working out with my guy Pratt. He went to the coach with his old defensive coordinator from Cincy, and now I'm back at Will, and that's why I roam. And my first game at straight Will this past week,
Rush got a turnover.
I was able to go get it. So that's a good thing. Hey, stuff happened how it happened, but you just always find the good in it. But at the end of the day, man, I think we can hit a stride. We're starting to find out our identity. Who we are, because you got Coach Pete and you got Coach PG. They clashing together, two good defensive minded guys. Trying to find their identity, and I think that's what's going on. So I'm excited.
The thing that I was always impressed with you, Dev, is that your ability to close, the suddenness. I mean, when they bring you on pressure, you arrive in a hurry, and you arriving with bad intentions. I mean, when you get to that point, bad things normally happen for the opposing player. So what is your mindset when it's like you said, they sent you on a blitz and you're like, I'm a pressure Mike, I'm a pressure Will, I'm a pressure Mike backer. Yeah. Because Todd blitzed you a lot. He knows he's gonna get you on the line on a running back, and you're gonna run his ass over.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Nah, I think that's the thing. Just growing up, where I'm from, a small town, I never played for a coach who played the game until I got to the Buccaneers with all my coaches there. They all played the game. That was the first time. So I was able to just add more tools to my bag. And I think that was one of the things. They was like, bro, you got speed and you just got a ability, a knack for the ball. You know how to go get it. And, man, I took pride on it. I was like, well, look, I'm going to focus on this because turnovers win games. You know, so obviously with him blitzing me, it's like, hey, go get the ball. Don't just go get a sack. Go get the ball. And then obviously when I'm in coverage, you know, that's the main thing too. But, you know, just far as just being a guy who can go get sacks, you know, I think I've done that well since since I entered the NFL. I think I got the most off-ball sacks as a linebacker with like 24, 25. So, and that's missing a year of ball last year. So, man, look, I can go get it, and I take pride in it. You know, when I went to go sack Cam Ward, I was thinking ball the whole time. Like, you know, you get a sack, but a sack fumble better, way better.
Exactly. Hey, it's just not good enough to get the quarterback down. Let me see if I can get this ball while I'm at it.
Hey, what has it been like? The difference, obviously living in Tampa, you know, for a while, as opposed to being in Vegas. You like Vegas better?
No, I ain't gonna say I like Vegas, the dryness, but I think Tampa, you know, I'm a country boy, so, you know, just being in Tampa, it was a city feel, but it wasn't too big. You know, the lights wasn't too big. It was still felt homey to me. And obviously being there 5-6 years, I can drive around Tampa with no GPS, you know, just being there so long.
Good, yeah.
So I think that still haven't settled in, you know, and just being out here, I'm still new, still learning. But I mean, it's nice out here. The biggest thing from both cities, no state income tax. That's a blessing right there.
Yeah. See, your living expenses is saved in the taxes that you would have paid had you been somewhere else.
I'm trying to tell you. So
now to get your extra horse, because we know you love horses.
I love horses, but you can't bring them out here, brother. The weather out here is dry.
It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot for
it's dry. Yeah.
You got, if I'm not mistaken, I think you got American saddle horses.
American standardbred.
Standardbred, okay, standardbred. Yeah. So you got working horses.
Yeah, obviously you can race them on the track. You can do a lot of pleasure riding with them. I do both, and I tapped into this Amish world. I'm with the Amish community. They do a lot of buggy horses with these standardbred. So they not just one-dimensional. Yeah, you got to know people.
Whoa, hold on. Buggy? What the hell you...
Hey, wherever it's good at, that's what I'm trying to be. Just know that. The Amish people, they don't go buy Richard Millers and phones and all that. They spend their green on horses. So I'm trying to be a part of that culture too.
Okay.
But they eat. Man, horses eat you out of house and home.
Yeah, and they
sweet
sell.
Feed, hey.
Yeah, check them out. Sweet feed. Nah, but the Amish community, you know, they take pride on horses. Horses are their cars. So, you know, instead of them going to buy their wife a new Porsche, they go buy them a new nice horse to drive to church and to the stores and, you know, whatever function they have and to their family houses. So I done got in real big with a bunch of Amish communities, and I'm making my mark over there. So that's pretty good.
Where's the Amish community at? They got an Amish community in Louisiana or Tampa?
No. I'm in Illinois. Pennsylvania, Ohio. Yeah, states like that. They up there.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I ain't know you ride horses, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm like that. I rode a horse across Raymond James after we won a Super Bowl.
Really? Okay, yeah,
for sure.
I be riding too now.
Nah, you going to Mexico and ride when you Cadillacing. I'm doing it for real.
No, I ride for real.
Okay, we're gonna tap in.
I'm ride for real. Let me know.
We going 30 miles per hour, not even moving in the seat. That's the type of riding we doing.
That ain't, but you might want to Google me, man.
All right,
I ride horses. I ride PBR bulls. I ride for real. Yeah.
He do a little something. He do a little something there. Yeah, but you got to tell the backdrop of the story of the horses and how you got into horses, because you were dealing with something. You went through something in your life, and horses helped you deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. Just being in a small town where I come from, you know, growing up, man, it ain't really much to do around there. A lot of people, that's what a lot of people do, you know, but growing up, I ended up losing my brother at a young age. I want to say I was like 8 or 9 years old. And that's just what I used to cope with it. You know, you could be at the barn, you know, you take a lot off your mind going to ride and stuff, man. So I think that horses has always been a good coping factor for me. And then now, you know, just as I got older, you know, I enjoy it. You know, my son enjoy it. And, man, we kind of make a hobby out of it. You know, we go to events around the world. You know, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, I guess, on the south end of the world, and we go compete, and we have fun, man. We do it for pleasure, but at the end of the day, man, we out there enjoying ourselves. So horses has been a big part of my life, and probably gonna continue to do it. And more guys in the league starting to get to it. My guy Ed Oliver do it.
Yeah.
Xavier Legette, he own it. Zamir White that played with the Raiders, he own it. And Xavier Howard, he just retired to be with his kids, but also he done got into these horses too. He down there in Miami, but he from Houston. Yeah. But he got all his horses in Miami, and I sold him some horses. So that just let you know, like, hey, it's getting real around here.
D, what's the number on them horses? What we talking about?
Just depend, man. We get you some 30 miles, depend. About 20 grand, a little something slight.
Okay.
But
go ahead and tell them the other part about how much them mofos eat.
Yeah, they eat a lot though. And then in Miami, y'all ain't got the best resources for hay and feed.
Right.
Y'all got to get it shipped in. How we do in the South, we grow it. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a little more expensive, but it's worth it though. When you got something that bring you peace, money don't matter.
Yeah, you're right about that. My daughter, man, I don't know where it came from. Obviously, you in the city. The fact that she loves horses so much.
Hey, but we got to show you about these standard breds though, bro. It's way smoother. You can ride at a higher speed.
Right.
You can bring it down and slow. I'm gonna send you some videos. You're gonna be very pleased with the work. A lot of people don't know about standard breds because they do a lot. You can do jumping with them, but you also can teach them what we do is single foot. Speed rag and single foot. I'm gonna teach you about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put you on. I might have a new client. See what I'm saying?
You got a So how many horses do you own now?
About 60 something.
60?
But I'm in the business though. I'm running the business.
Okay. Oh, so you breed, sell, and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm just collecting them.
I'm doing it for real. I got a whole Get Live Stables LLC. We doing it for real.
So do you have any pulling horses, shires, anything like that?
Nah, we just got straight like I said, the buggy horses with the Amish world. I got the pleasure horses that I do, and then obviously we got the race horses on the track that's pulling the buggy, but they racing. They racing on the track.
You got them like Yoki.
Like Yoki, he got the same horse, standard bred. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, you know what? That give me a good idea. Since you got horses, Christmas coming up. My daughter loves horses. So you know what I'm finna do? We're
gonna put it in the game. We're gonna talk on the back line. We call it the back line. We're gonna put all the business on Front Street.
I'll let your boy.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna get the thoroughbreds? Maybe get to the Derby or something?
Man, Max won one. I told Max, let me get this next contract. We can do something. We can do something.
To get some good bloodline, they gonna, you gotta come out. You gotta come out a million or two.
Oh yeah, hey man, he making 35 a year. That's my guy. he got it. I'm gonna oversee everything. I'm gonna be his business partner. Make sure he don't get screwed nowhere. We'll be at the Derby in about 2 or 3 years. Check us out.
Have you ever been to the Derby?
Nah, I ain't never been. I just told him, man, if I go, I want to host it. One year they let Von Miller host it, and he do chickens. He don't do horses, so I felt disrespected because I'm a real horse guy.
That should have been your call.
Yeah, that should have been me. So whenever they let me host it, I'll be there because I can talk about them. I can give you a live update on what they doing. I actually did it when I first came out at the New Orleans track, and I think I did a good job, man. I put the suit on and everything, so I'm ready to take that next step. So if y'all see this, invite me to the Derby. And I got y'all. It's gonna be a great experience because I actually know horses, and I'm an athlete myself.
So let's talk about your college, LSU. You good? You think you guys got a chance to make the college football playoff? Can y'all win the SEC?
Yeah, I think we do, man. We got a real good defense, man. We get our quarterback healthy. Obviously he was one of the best quarterbacks going into this thing, but kind of battling some injuries. But I think he's gonna shake back and he gonna get us back on track. But as long as our defense keep getting turnovers and holding people out, I think we're gonna be pretty good, man.
Well, Devin, man, congratulations on your journey, man. Look, if things don't always look, God don't make no mistakes.
At all.
He put you went through what you went through. You're stronger for it. I'm happy for you. Continue success. Stay healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
And when you stay healthy and keep doing what you're doing, you know what's on the other side.
Man, I'm trying to get one of them gold things, man. That's all that's important to me, man. Hey, that's all that's important to me. That's what we play this game for, man. All the other stuff gonna come. We already been blessed tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna keep having fun and making sure we doing things the right way, man. So I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you don't have any other animal. You don't have anything else? Chicken, pigs, just
Nah,
horses.
man. Nah, I just do horses, man. I got dogs, but man, they just.
What kind of dogs you got?
I got blue Hillers.
Oh, okay.
It's an Australian cattle dog. They run.
I know what it is. I know what a Hiller is.
So, and I just got them for company, bro. I don't even work them. I just got them just to have company on the farm because I got like 80 acres back in Louisiana, and I'm this off season I plan on buying like another 100 that's not too far. And man, that's what I do, man. I like being where it's peaceful at. And I still got my land in Florida too. I go out there and train, and I got a barn out there in Odessa. On the backside of Tampa, and I go out there, train, take horses, and enjoy myself out there in the summertime as well. So even though they got rid of me in Tampa, I still got my forever.
You still got roots there. I
got my roots there.
All right, man. Congratulations on all your success. Stay healthy, man, and come back and talk to us again, Dev.
I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Wow.
Devin White, linebacker for the Las Vegas Raiders. I misspoke earlier. What's the dude name? Nick Bosa was Defensive Rookie of the Year the year they came out.
Okay.
But he was off to an unbelievable start, Ocho. He's starting to look back, and as I'm watching the Raiders, he's starting to look again like the Devin White that you remember when he first got to Tampa. Yeah. Sudden, impactful, dropping into coverage and blitzing the linebacker. He's getting back to that Devin White, and I'm glad to see him find a home. I think Grantham is the DC, and Pete Carroll, both defensive guys, understand how to use linebackers and coverage and disguise things. So, Dev, congratulations.
The funny thing about it, too,
Caleb Williams says he and Troy Aikman didn't have their usual production meeting before Monday night game. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Did you meet with Troy last week leading up to the game?
I did not. I did not. I didn't get to meet with him. Tried to meet with him, and then reached out and tried to meet, and that didn't happen. And so, moved on from it. Went and played the game and came out 3-2.
Why did you not meet with him?
I was here late and timings didn't meet up, lifting or whatever the case may have been, and then tried to call him after the game after the day, that day that I was supposed to meet with him, and it didn't get through.
Ocho, the internet picked up on this, especially. I don't listen to the sound, so maybe you heard that Troy was very tough on Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Is this something or is this nothing?
No, I think it's nothing. I think it's nothing. Just the fact that he wasn't available and didn't make it to the time when they were scheduled to meet because of prior obligations. I'm assuming that Caleb Williams might have had with the team. I'm sure, like he did just say, he was lifting. So whatever he was doing, he had prior obligations. But I'm assuming they had a time they were supposed to meet and it just didn't happen. And due to that, I'm sure Troy was a little bit more heavy on him game time because of his absence.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's going to be no issue before, but it's very rare that the quarterback does not do production meeting. It's rare, almost unheard of, because that is the one guy. Because guess what? They might talk to Myles Garrett, and they're going to talk to this, and they're going to talk to that. But you got to talk to the quarterback. Everybody always talks to the quarterback, no matter how good, bad, or indifferent he is. They grab the quarterback, and the quarterback normally make themselves available. Now, is it something moving forward? No. But was it something? Is it a situation that, like, you know what, you want to be, and this is what you have to guard against, Ocho. This is why I said I don't want to call games, because if you're not careful, guess what? They won't send the player to do production meeting with you.
Right.
You see, do what I do. I'm not really, hey, I don't really need you to do my job.
Right.
It's kind of hard if you hard on guys and guys don't show up. You just imagine, okay, you go to Kansas City and you can't get Patrick Mahomes. You can't get a Chris Jones. You can't get Travis Kelce.
Right.
Okay, you go to the Cowboys and you can't get CD and you can't get Dak. Okay. Now what?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
It makes you. Now, do I think it's going to be something? Do I think look? They kind of send a message. Okay, bro, you're a little harsh now. But look, I like Caleb. I think Ben Johnson's going to do great for him. He's got, even from the first game to now, you can see him getting better and better.
Absolutely.
If you're watching and you understand, you know the game. If you can't see that Caleb Williams is getting better and better, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I told you. And the fact that they played in the monsoon in conditions that you don't really want to play in, and you still look the way you look, still happen to come back and win the game.
Yep.
Keep stacking them.
Keep stacking them.
Keep stacking them.
Like I said, I don't listen to the sound, so I don't know what Troy said. I don't know, because I don't need to listen to the sound, because I don't want what someone else said to creep into my thoughts, and then I regurgitate what somebody said. Right. And all you do is listen. No, you hear me say something, that's my thoughts. Now, somewhere, I'm not saying that everything that I say is unique, and nobody else might not have said or referenced what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying I don't want someone else's thoughts to creep into my head, Ocho. I want to have my own individual thoughts, and I think the best way for me to do that is not listen to the sound.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But look, I think Caleb Williams is playing very well. I think Troy is very candid now. He one of those guys. He played the position. He played at a high level. Yeah. He won Super Bowls. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's got a gold jacket. Troy is one of those guys. I mean, he'll glaze a little bit, but for the most part, he's gonna give you his honest take.
He's gonna tell it like it is.
Yes.
He's gonna tell it like it is.
Ocho, Pat Bev goes off and blames the Lakers for Russell Westbrook being jobless. Now, he does have a job now. He had just signed, I think, today with the Sacramento Kings. Here's Pat Bev talking about how crazy it is Russ not having a job.
It's f***ed up what happened to Russ, bro. On God. It's f***ed up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You talk to T. Lou. T. Lou did an interview with motherfucker. I love Russ. Ever since Russ left the Lakers, bro, he's been on the minimum, bro. We've never seen this ever. We've never seen a player who's been the MVP, who's impacted the game, who they call him names and tell him he can't shoot, go to the playoffs, shoot 40% with the Clippers the very next year, right? Take a less demeaning role with the Lakers, take a less demeaning role with the Clippers. He's been a sixth man ever since he's left the Lakers. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. He's arguably one of the top 3 point guards to ever play the game. You tell me this man can't get on the team all because he's passionate, all because he stretches with the team every single practice, all because if it's a team out and he's there all the time, all because if you talk to anyone around the league, Russ is the best teammate I ever have. I talked to Paul George. Hey, Pat, you go love Russ. Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, one of the best teammates I ever had. What the are we talking about? Why isn't this man on the team?
Hey, but that's tough there, especially when it comes to basketball stuff, especially situations like that. Regardless of your accolades, regardless of your resume, regardless of what you have done, you have to, how Pat Bev feels about Russ and how his other teammates feel about him. You need the owners, you need the ones who write the checks to feel that way.
The guys running the team.
You need that's who you need to feel that way. And most of the time, they never do, They never do. When they feel they can get some type of production from someone else, give someone else a chance. I mean, that's the nature of the business. It happens in football. It happens in baseball. It happens in basketball. It happens in all sports to some of the better players, regardless of resume, regardless of what they accomplished in the past. There comes a time where they will pass you up, regardless of what you've done, because that's why it's called business.
I'm trying to figure out, he says it's the Lakers. Okay, Cleveland, Baker Mayfield. He's with Cleveland.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Cleveland said some bad things about Baker Mayfield. What's Baker Mayfield doing now?
Cutting up.
Okay, the Lakers. He said this man has been a sixth man. And T. Lou, my guy. T. Lou say, I love Russ. Why didn't they sign him back? he declined the option with the Nuggets. So are we not going to – he mentioned Russ shot 40% from the three. So are we going to take an outlier season, or are we going to take about what he's done, his career in the playoffs from the three-point line?
Mm.
So I'm just figuring out how the Lakers keep taking the blame. Okay, he went to Utah. Utah bought him out. He goes to the Clippers. Clippers could have re-signed him after that year. They didn't. He goes to the Nuggets. They have an option. He has an option for $3.5, $4 million, whatever the case was.
Right.
He declined the option. They move on. How is that the Lakers' fault? I was when the Lakers, when I first started hearing rumors, I said this is a bad deal. I said LeBron and Russ won't work together.
Right.
They both need the ball, and it just won't work. Neither one of the guys are catch and shoot. LeBron needs shooters. Russ needs shooters. So it's not going to work. But I'm just trying to figure out how it's everybody's fault. Russ is not, he's turnover prone. He's not a great shooter. He's not a great defender. Yeah, he's an energy guy. He's going to play hard all the time.
Right.
But at this stage of his career, he's not what he once was.
Damn.
I mean, it happens.
But
But how is that? I'm just trying to figure out, how is it the Lakers' fault? Do you not think, you think people like, oh, the Lakers said Russ can't play. Oh, so we better not get him. I'm sure they said, so what about Baker? He went from Cleveland, he went to Carolina, he went to the Rams. That's 3 teams. Tampa say, okay, come on over here.
we got you.
At this point in time, unless you still like that, there are only a handful of guys that have played as long as Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, you looking at KD. Are we saying Russ and KD are the same? We looking Steph. Are we saying Steph and Russ the same?
Completely
LeBron. Are we saying LeBron and Russ are the same? We're talking about guys that played. I think this is 17. I think this is 17 for Steph.
Right.
I think this is 19 for KD. Obviously, it's 23. Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Russ is great in the community. I love what he does with his foundation. I love how hard he plays. But come on, man, stop this. Man, y'all know Russ is not the same player that he was.
Well, that's basically what I said too, Unc. In regards to what you've done, regardless of how good you were, at some point everything declines. And when it does decline, they don't care what you did in the past. They don't care about what you did in the past. What can you offer me right now? What can you do for me right now? And you said he's not a great shooter. He's not a great shooter. He needs to handle the ball. So therefore, when you have issues like that, having a role on certain teams, it decreases because there's no value based on what you bring to that team. As great as he was.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho. When you watch the NBA, what they do?
But
Shoot threes.
Hey, just like the NFL. NFL now is a passing league. The NBA, everybody behind the arc. Everybody, even the big men.
If he wanted to get picked up, he could have picked up his option.
Right, but maybe he
He
didn't want.
could have picked up the option and stayed with the Nuggets.
Well, he
That's
didn't
not
pick-
what he wanted.
Yeah, maybe he felt he could have got more in the open market, huh?
Okay. That's what happened. So how's that the Lakers' fault? That what he got on the open market? How long has it been since he was last with the Lakers? 3 years? And the Lakers are still being held accountable for Russ.
Yeah.
It didn't work for whatever reason. It didn't work. That is not the first trade that a team has made that didn't work. I can assure you, it will not be the last trade that teams make that don't work.
Right. Right.
But we can't keep holding the teams responsible because, like I said, I love T. Lue, but T. Lue say I love Russ. They didn't re-sign him. Why? When he opted out, the Nuggets could have came back and says, okay, that 3.4 is not enough. We got 5.
Right.
They didn't re-sign him. Why? So I guess they taking the Lakers. So if that's the case, why did the Clippers sign him? If that's the case, why did the Nuggets sign him?
Right. That's some bull jive, man. I love Russ too, boy. Well, you got
Plays hard.
You know, Russ
But it's a
remind me.
different type of game now, Ocho.
Yeah, you right. You right. You know, Russ remind me. Russell Westbrook ain't no in just the basketball version of Steve Smith. Basketball version of Steve Smith Sr. I don't know. I always draw that
when
comparison.
Did Russ
with
last play for the Lakers? Was it 23? Because he left the Lakers and went
23, and then during that summer he was with others.
But they traded him to. Didn't they trade him? Didn't they trade him? Lakers traded him, right? To Utah. Who bought him out?
Yes, and
then went to the Clippers.
Yeah. 2023.
I guess Utah don't want good players. I guess the Clippers don't want good players. I guess the Nuggets don't want good players. Russ is a top 75 player of all time.
Absolutely. He's a Hall of Famer.
Russ is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Easy.
Two things can be true though. He's not the same player. He's turnover prone. He doesn't play great defense. He's not a shooter.
Whoa. He don't play great defense.
No, he doesn't. Think about it. OKC. Then he went to the Rockets, the Wizards, the Lakers, Utah, the Clippers, the Nuggets, not the Kings.
Damn. That happens.
It doesn't take away from what he's done. He's a 9-10-time All-Star. He's an All-NBA player. 3-4 seasons of triple doubles? He did that. All-Star game MVP. He's done that.
Yeah.
Twice. But Ocho, I base, I sign a player today. What can he do moving forward?
Right.
I can't do anything about that.
Right. You're not signing for the past.
I'm not signing for the past. I'm signing for the future.
Right.
And it's okay. If you play long enough, it'll happen to everybody.
Yeah. It's happened to some of the best. It's happened to some of the best.
I just don't get how we just gonna keep.
Hey.
No, I don't. Look, I like I said, that for me, I didn't think it was gonna work with LeBron and Russ. It was one of the few times that I've been very vocal, like, nah, it ain't gonna work. But y'all keep saying, Shannon don't like Russ. It seemed like the Clippers didn't like him either. Utah bought him out. So y'all keep talking about with Shannon. What about the teams that says, you know what, we're good? Does that has anything, any role? Does that play any role? I can assure you, these teams are not listening to what Shannon Sharpe's saying on his podcast. Every player, every basketball player that I've talked to hold Russ in very, very high regard.
Yeah.
He's a consummate pro. He plays extremely hard. He's very, very philanthropic. Gives back to his community. He's very engaged in the community. And that's great. But these teams like, okay, how much can he help us win or compete for a title? That's what it comes down to. It ain't got nothing to do with no Lakers. It ain't got nothing to do about what he does, what he's done in the past. Teams are signing guys now what I believe he can help us do in the future. And I believe if teams thought Russ could really help them, somebody would have signed him to a deal sooner. Well, clearly the Kings like, well, we need a backup. We need a backup point guard. And we'll see. They got Schroeder. They got a couple of guys that was on the Lakers. They got Schroeder. They got Malik Monk. Now, Russ, we'll see how well they can blend that. I don't even know who the coach is for the Kings now. Oh, Doug Christie. Yeah, he was the interim and ended up taking over. He took over for Mike Brown in the interim and ended up getting the job. So 18. Ocho, if somebody would have told Russ, hey, Russ, you're going to be able to play coming out. We'll let you play 17 years. You think Russ say, nah, I got to play 20.
Nah.
Somebody tell you, Ocho, we're going to let you play 10 years. We're going to give you 10 years in the NFL. What you going to say, nah, I need 12, 13. Huh? You get the first year, then you say, man, boy, if I can get me 5. And then once you get to 5, you say, boy, if I can just get to 10.
Get to 10, yeah.
And then once you get to 10, you take a year at a time.
Yeah, that's it.
You take a year at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Russ got 18 years. He's going to get 18 years in the NBA.
That's a beauty.
Ain't a whole lot of guys got 18 years in the league.
No. Hey, some people, you get to say when you want to go, and some, they'll force you out.
Yes.
You're very fortunate if you're ever in a position to be able to lead a game when you want to.
Well, the thing is, Ocho, is to go before they're ready to get rid of your ass.
Right. Yeah.
That's the key.
It's all about being self-aware.
That's the key.
It's all about being self-aware.
Because eventually, it don't matter. Eventually, they're going to want you to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
The question is, do they hold the door open for you or you walk out on your own?
Dang. And I'm gonna have to
look. Huh? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have to disagree too. I mean, watching Russ, he could play defense. I had to come back to that one.
Okay. According to Shams, LeBron is planning to take a patient approach with his injury and expected to return around mid-November. The Lakers open the season October the 21st. LA has 15 games between October 21st and November 18th before going on a 4-day break and then visiting the Utah Jazz November the 23rd. What you think, Ocho?
LeBron is in year what, 21?
3.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Be 41 December 30th.
Yeah, LeBron is in year 23, 40-some years old. Wait, 30, 38. How old is he?
He'll be 41.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. Luka is going to carry the torch for right now.
He and AR should be more than enough offensively.
Yeah, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We don't need. We know what you can do. We know what you can do. You heal up, come back, and make sure you're 100%. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna hold the fort down till you're ready.
Ocho, as you get older,
yeah,
you just don't recover like you once could.
Or not as fast.
An injury that would keep you down a week, keep your ass down 2 weeks to a month. An injury that would keep your ass down a month will keep you down 2-3 months.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's hurt? What's hurt on him? You know?
I think he did something in his glute.
His glute? Oh man, Hey, LeBron.
It's something. Sciatica. Yeah.
What is it?
Man, get an epidural.
It's his glute.
Yeah, he says it's sciatica, but it's pulsating in his glute.
Oh man, I know how. Dog. Hey, LeBron, hit your boy, man. I got something for that, man.
Yeah,
I got something for that. Huh?
An epidural.
Now, he don't need no epidural. Get you some witch hazel, huh? You hear me?
Man, what you trying to do? Take off makeup?
No. I ain't trying to take off no makeup. Get you some
That's
witch
the
hazel.
only thing witch hazel gonna do.
Man, listen, Unc, I got the cure for that. Get you some witch hazel and some mayonnaise. I'm telling you, I had something like that too. Get you some witch hazel and some mayonnaise. Shh, man, please, boy, I had you back in no time, LeBron. Tell you.
It's got to be pretty severe because they started when they start camp like 2 weeks ago. So he's gonna miss 2 months, basically 2 months.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's serious because LeBron's not one to miss no time.
Nope.
And he's not injury prone.
You definitely ain't trying to miss no time now, Ocho, because you got less of it.
Right, right.
That's the thing. See, when you're young, I'll do that tomorrow. If you notice as people start to get older, Ocho, they do less and less procrastinating.
Oh, yeah.
Because you realize you got less and less time.
Yeah, you're right.
See, when you're young, you're like, man, I could do that tomorrow. I got this, I got that. You start to get over, you start to come to the realization, I ain't promised tomorrow.
Nah, ain't no you sure ain't.
And I don't see nowhere where he say, hey, I got you, don't worry about it. You can do that tomorrow. Nah, let me go and do that today.
Damn. 2 months?
Mm-hmm. Well, that sciatica ain't nothing to play with. I had it.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing, boy.
Hey, you got to excuse me. You got to excuse me in my ignorance. The fact that my black ass ain't never been hurt. You got to tell me what the hell is a sciatica?
It's a nerve that runs down the. And it'll cause pain. It'll cause your leg to go numb.
Right.
You woke up, been asleep, Ocho, you try to get out of bed and your foot numb, your leg numb, your foot, you can't even walk like you got clipped, like you got a club foot.
Okay.
It'll cause that. Boy, have you sitting like this here in the chair. Man, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Bad. Boy, hey, Ocho, have you walking sideways.
Yeah. Oh, that's messed up.
Anybody that's ever had a sciatica, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that thing will have your boy to make you cry.
Man, I went to go watch my son today. You know, he played JV for Miami New Orleans. And you know how I am. I've just been through life. It must have been God's will. Played in the NFL. I've never been hurt. I go watch him play today. One of the few Wednesdays I've been off and didn't have to travel anywhere. He get hurt. He done broke his clavicle. We go to the hospital. So he get hurt. He come to the sideline. I'm on the game. I'm watching the game on the sideline. I say, man, nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing but a little grade 1 AC sprain. Man, go ahead and get back in the game. Man, I can't move my arm. I can't move my shoulder. So, you know, kids, freshmen in high school, you think they playing around. You think you really haven't felt pain like that before. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, come on, man. Come on now. Stop being soft. Man, we lead the game. We go get an x-ray. Man, it broke his clavicle. Mm. I'm like, come on, man. He's talking about, hey, hold on. After that, I gotta go to school tomorrow still.
Ain't nothing wrong with your leg. Ain't nothing wrong with your mind. Hell yeah, you got to go to school.
Hey.
Just hoping, is it left or right? It all depends if he left or right. It's gonna might be tough for him to right.
He shot. Nope. It's his left shoulder. He
so right-handed. He be good. You straight.
And listen, mama say you going straight to school. I know he might be up. Savvy, get up. Go to sleep. Yes, you going to school.
All right, guys, we're going to get you on this one. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A. Samuel LeGrand said Pat Bell might as well blame Skip. While he at it, he coined the name Russell Westbrook. He did indeed. Saucy say, with Bron not returning until November or December, do you think he could possibly request a trade or finish his career in a purple and gold? LeBron is one of the few players that have a no trade contract.
Well, he
LeBron
can pull
don't
that
go
off.
nowhere unless he wants to go.
He can pull that off. Not everybody has that type of
I think there's only two people that have no trade.
That kind of power.
Oh, it's him and Bradley Beal waived his.
Wait, how did he get in a position to be able to? Never mind. Let me stay out of basketball business.
People talk about the Lakers never. No, you didn't want him. The Lakers did. Y'all remember what the Lakers was like when Kobe was injured in Kobe's last couple of years? Y'all know what it was like. I love how the Lakers pretend like, oh, they were winning. We was gonna do. No, you wasn't. You couldn't get anybody. You couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't. Y'all need to stop this, Laker fans. Y'all know what it was like. When Kobe was hurt and y'all was pretending, you couldn't get a free agent. Remember, LaMarcus Aldridge turned you down. You remember Dwight Howard didn't re-sign with you. So I'm just trying to figure out who you was getting. You couldn't even get top free agents to come even when you had Kobe. So again, I ask in the most humble way I know how, who were you getting?
Hey, Unc.
Oh, LeBron only won one championship. How many championships did you win from 2010, from when Kobe won that last championship until LeBron won that? How many years was in between that? Kobe won the last title in 2010. Kobe retired in 2016, right? So how many playoff wins did your guys have from 2010 to 2016? How many times did you even go to the playoffs? Interesting. Very interesting. No, look, I don't know. Do I think LeBron's going to request a trade? I don't. But if he's injured this year, this will be his last year.
Damn.
I mean, everybody wants to go. Ocho, everybody wants to go out there. Everybody wants to go out their way. I want to go out, Ocho. It'd be great if I could go out and win a championship like John Elwell, like the bus.
Right.
The bus stopped in Detroit. He's from Detroit. Or win like Strahan and walk off into the sunset. Everybody don't get that. Everybody don't get that.
You right. You right.
And if somebody would have told LeBron, hey, at 18, bro, 23? No player has ever played 23, let alone played at, first of all, no player, I mean, Vince played 22, but Vince was averaging, what, 5 points a game? LeBron averaged 24 and a half. 7.5, 8.
That's crazy. That's how I know he's not retiring, despite him being hurt right now, huh?
Yeah. So to play it, to be a full-time starter, the man was a full-time starter.
Right. Oh, that's crazy. Just
BPP. You guys are great. You guys are great players. Are great players great regardless where they are, or does landing matter? It definitely helps. I mean, you need teammates. You need coaching. But had Michael Jordan not got Phil Jackson, would Michael Jordan still not be great? We might not look at him saying he might not have the amount of championships. He might not have any. We don't know.
Right.
But before he got Phil, was he not flying through the air? Was he not Air Jordan before Phil got there? We don't know how soon you get there. With Tom, had he had a different coach than Coach Belichick, we don't know. We just know he had Coach Belichick, he left Coach Belichick, and he won another one. That's what we know.
Yep. What happens if he wasn't? What if he didn't get drafted by New England?
We don't know.
Yeah.
They kept 4 quarterbacks because they saw something. Well, he's not ready to play right now, but I think we should just hold on to him and let him get reps, work on things, and he was able to get better.
Yeah.
And better, put him in the Pantheon. Kemper Norwood Jr. said, for tomorrow night's game, I'm rolling with the Steelers. Sorry, Ocho. I love you, though. Me too.
Well, y'all rolling with who?
Steelers.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. Listen, in life, everybody has a choice. It might not be the right one, but it's the one that they want. And that's something you guys decide to do. May God be with you.
Drew said, when you gonna own up and say I was wrong about Baker? You called that man a bust. That was then. So people not allowed to change? I was poor. I got out of that situation. So let me ask you a question. If he stays in Cleveland, is he still this Baker? Is he in the MVP discussion? Drew, I'm just going to ask, if he stays in Cleveland or if he stays in Carolina, is he still this player? No. Look, the guy went first overall. He got to have some talent. Damn.
Yeah.
He went first overall. The Cleveland situation, he was tired of Cleveland. They were tired of him. They didn't like his leadership style. He didn't like the way they wanted him to lead. He needed to go somewhere where he could be Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
But he also needed to be surrounded by outstanding offensive talent.
Yes.
He was devoid of that in Cleveland. So there are a lot of extenuating circumstances that led us to be this Baker Mayfield. No, he's not a bust. He went to a Pro Bowl. So that in and of itself, like, he wasn't a bust, but he was not living up to the #1 overall draft pick in Cleveland. Now you understand why Cleveland took him.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't able to surround him with talent like a Chris Godwin, like a Mecca Ibuka, like a Mike Evans,
Yeah.
like a Cade Otton. He didn't have that.
Yeah.
Y'all make it seem like, oh, he's the same player. He had the same talent in Cleveland. Really? You think Cleveland would have got rid of Baker Mayfield if he had this exact same talent in Cleveland and playing the way he is in Tampa?
Mm-mm. He has some nice pieces over there, but nothing like now.
I mean, Odell had came off those injuries, Ocho. Remember he tore his knee?
Mm-hmm.
You remember to get him, he had broke his leg in New York. He wasn't the same. You need years to recover from that, Ocho. Yeah. Now he has started to round back and started to look like the Odell when he got to the Rams. That back half when he got to the Rams, those last 2 or 3 games in the playoffs,
he was cutting
up until that Super Bowl, he started to look like Odell.
Mm-hmm.
You single him, he was eating. Because that was the same year that Cooper Kupp had that triple crown. People was giving all their attention to Coop.
Mm-hmm.
Now Odell got to eat. Baker's playing phenomenal, and I'm happy for him. Unfortunately, Cleveland doesn't get to reap the benefits. Yo, Dutch, what's up, Joe, I would like y'all to give my 9-year-old son, Lil Antoine, a happy birthday shout out. Downtown Buffalo, Pats Nation. Antoine, happy 9th birthday.
Happy 9th birthday, Twan.
What do you get? What do you get? What do you get a 9-year-old, Ocho? What's a gift for a 9-year-old?
A 9-year-old
PlayStation, Xbox,
a PlayStation, Xbox. Matter of fact, Bill him a gaming rig, a gaming rig. Bill him a gaming rig. That's
what's a gaming rig?
A PC, 2 monitors, TV up top.
Oh, so you can like you can game and stuff. So
yeah,
you can,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, help me out, Ocho. Damn.
Yeah, you start him early. It ain't gonna cost really. It ain't really cost nothing.
What's nothing? $500?
About $5,900.
Yeah, I sure wish I had me a gaming station. You get one of them high chairs.
Like this.
Oh, the chair like that?
Yes, it's a gaming chair.
With monitors, like 2 or 3 monitors?
Yeah, right in front of you, yeah.
Oh, so I can have my number on the back of that too, huh?
Yeah, you get your nice little chair, put the 84 on the back of there. Get your orange chair. You know, the little Denver Bronco chair, little theme.
So you say I can get that whole setup for about $5,900, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wish I could turn my camera around and so I could show you.
That'd be so interesting. Boy, if I can get about $5,900, boy, sure give me a little game room. Have me a nice little gaming room here.
But the funny thing, you don't need it because you don't game.
I can't. Because I ain't got no money to buy no gaming station.
I mean, but you weren't gaming before, so you weren't.
Yeah, Jordan said he build it for me. Jordan, Jordan good with computers. Jordan hooked that thing up.
Oh, so yeah, Jordan already know. So yeah. But the fact
so in other words, I can be on there. So with my gaming station, I can be on there playing against Kai or I show speed, huh? Get speed, huh?
Yeah, but you told me
Ninja Booga.
Yeah, but you've never played video games before, so I mean, you wouldn't start.
I can't because I ain't got no setup.
Well, how you would have had a setup before if you was a real gamer?
If I had $5,900, I could.
I mean, don't nobody start gaming in their 50s though. See, I've been doing this since I was 9.
I ain't have $5,900 when I was 9.
That's why you ain't gaming now. So there's no.
I could. I mean, I want to game now. But see, you wanted to. We need to do. There's people in this space. I try to get in this space.
Hey,
I need 5,900. They say I need 5,900 to get in this space.
I got you. I got you. Hey, I'm telling you, it's a space that nobody's touched that we can take advantage of.
Well, if I get 5,900, I sure like to be in that space. Aaron Owens said, Ocho, when you dropped that monster game versus the Chargers in 06, what did it feel like to be in the zone? I was so sick y'all lost that game. Hold on. You had a monster game and y'all lost?
Yeah, man. I forgot 11 for 260, 2 TDs. That's the season LT had the 31 touchdowns.
Damn, how many he had against y'all?
Shoot, probably maybe I don't know, maybe 2 or 3. And we was winning 21 something, like 21-3. They came back and won.
So you had that monster game. So now Chase broke your record last year on Thursday Night Football against the Ravens. So not only do you not have the record no more, y'all didn't even win the game.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
You did have something to do with it. You was out there.
Yeah, I mean, I did my
What's
job.
What's going on with you guys, the Ocho? I mean, Chase lost that game last year too.
Hey, it's sometimes it happens like that. You know, all you can do is work with the hand that you're dealt. There's nothing you can do about it.
Damn, I'm so sorry, Ocho.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right though.
Y'all gonna be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right now.
Y'all better win that game tomorrow.
Oh, we're gonna win tomorrow.
Ricky, what's up, Unc and Ocho? Congrats on the awards. Keep stacking them. Got a good one for y'all. Start, bench, cut. Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton.
That's for you, Unc.
Man, I ain't getting rid of Vick. I'm just telling you that. Vick started this. Ain't nothing like what year was that? The Michael Vick experience.
In Atlanta. Unbelievable.
You had to be there. You had to be a part of it.
Unbelievable.
I ain't cutting nobody. I ain't bitching nobody. So guess what? Because I know Vic ain't coming out the field, Lamar ain't coming out the field, and Cam damn sure ain't coming out the field. Man, y'all know how Cam is. I'm going to burn through all my time out. So come on. You going to get back in the next play. They go like, I ain't coming out. Ricky, I'm sorry, man. I got to keep all these guys. You got to give me somebody else, man. I can't cut none of these guys. We got 3 MVPs and the guy that revolutionized the running quarterback. What you see with Mike, what you see with Lamar and Cam, Mike started that. Nate B say, hey, you going to the Aces parade on Friday? You can blend in the crowd. I know you on probation. Where's going to be, where the parade at? They on the strip? No. I'm going to a game next year. I'm going to their first game when they get them rings. Hey, Uncle, love this show. How's Brick Brother Sterling doing? And he's still playing golf. He's doing well. He's recovering from eye surgery. I think he's going into his 3rd week. So he had it on the 26th. So yeah, this is about his 3rd week. So I think he got a couple more days of laying down. He's still playing golf. Obviously, he can't play right now, but yes, he's still playing golf. Dark Barnes said Pickens to the Panthers paired with T-Mac, replacing Leggett. Ocho said he don't want him to go to Carolina.
I mean, we didn't even mention Carolina, but listen, the best fit, the best place will always be the Raiders. No matter what anybody says, it's just that's where it's at.
Ocho. Pickens to the 49ers.
Oh, shit. That's a good one.
Gabe Vincent Cook flag in the first quarter, 5 straight threes. Look, the question is, can the Lakers play defense, Ocho?
Yeah.
They got, look, man, Luka gonna score 30 a game. AR gonna give you 20. So you're gonna have enough to score the points. The question is, can you stop people?
Yeah.
Tino Davis, Pickens to the Broncos, Bills, Texans, or Commanders. What he got? Oh, the Bills can definitely use it.
Yeah.
The Bills can definitely use it.
Yeah.
I saw Sean McDermott had a conversation with Brady, Joe Brady, about the usage of James Cook. Remember I told you, Ocho, I was surprised how little they used James Cook the other night?
Right.
When they got Cortland Sutton, I don't think they spent that kind of money on Sutton and then go get picked. I could be wrong, but hey. Bills got Nico Collins. I think Tank Dell comes back. Commanders just paid a boatload of money to
McLaurin.
I think the Bills should be in the running. Sir_Case, my guys, Ocho, November 12th, 2006 versus San Diego, 11 receptions, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can you explain your mindset that game? If Carson wouldn't have went down in that playoff game, was anybody stopping y'all in 06? Yep.
Who?
What? Hold on. 06.
Well, who was
the Steelers won the Super Bowl in 06.
Man, we was finna beat them. What you talking about?
Oh Lord.
We opened the first play. The first play of the game, 60 yards down the sideline.
Who caught that ball?
Chris Henry. Rest in peace.
Yes, you're right.
Man, that changed the whole game. The first play.
Yeah.
Man, boy.
Timo Van Ohoffen.
Yeah. Well, we were finna run up and down that field.
Isaac Colston. Hey, Chad, can you get me a ticket to the Bengals game tomorrow, please?
Wait, I'm not even in town yet. I ain't even get there.
Mr. International, go Falcons. Saucy D. What all happens in production meetings? Well, they talk to them about your mindset, some of the plays you like. They ask you, this team is a such and such. Yeah, we got certain things. We got things that we can get to. We understand that they're a pressure team. They like to do a lot of zone dog. They like to play a lot of cover one. We're expecting that, but we see some areas that we can, you talk to the head coach, you talk to the quarterback. You normally talk to, 2 or 3 offensive players, 2 or 3 defensive players. The coaches kind of fill in the blanks after that. That's it, just to get a sense of the team, when we talk to, if you always hear them, when we talked to them yesterday, they felt that this was something they could take advantage of. That's it. TS Car Wash and Detail Service. Rest up, D'Angelo. Y'all favorite song or story? Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar classic. Oh, what's the one he did? What's the name of it? God, I can't remember the name of the song.
No said we need a thug on Club Shay Shay.
Oh, who?
A thug.
A thug? Oh, they say Young Thug.
Oh, they say we need Young Thug?
You need to sit down with Young Thug, yeah.
Oh, okay. Young Thug, if you watching, come on back Club Shay Shay.
That'd be a good one. Hey, Thug gonna hit you with that whoop-de-doo.
Glendale Best said, can I get a birthday shout out and rest in peace? My twin sister lost her battle with breast cancer. Glendale, you absolutely can. Happy birthday. Sorry, it can't be more pleasant under the circumstances. Hopefully your sister is comfortable now. Hopefully God gives you strength, comfort, and understanding in your time of sorrow and grief. I'm so sorry to hear about your sister, but know she's in a better place. She's resting, and there's no more pain, no more chemo. It doesn't give you, doesn't lessen the pain, but hopefully over time you get better with dealing with this situation. So, Glendale, happy birthday. As happy as it can be under the circumstances. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. I want to thank you guys for joining us. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, and that is my partner and co-host. That is Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Guys, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and tell family, friends, and loved ones to do likewise. And go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and your continued support. We won awards today. We won awards since we started Nightcap. That's all because of you. The awards Ocho, that's 1 million subscribers. The other's 100,000 subscribers. I don't know. He's going to have to get a trophy shelf or case back there to put the other awards in. So we're going to continue to, can't see anything now. But we want to thank each and every one of you guys for your support and your continued support. Check out my cognac, Shea by Le Portier. Now, if you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. It's the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Try it against other premium VSOPs and let me know what you think. I'll put our taste up against anybody's. Smooth, goes down easy, and guess what? You'll like it. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Make sure you check out my media company, Shay Shay Media, on all of its platforms, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Nightcap won Listener's Choice today in both categories from Signal, and I don't know, I think we won gold and Club Shay Shay. I don't know what we won it for, though. We want to thank our special guests for joining us, Rico Dowdle and Devin White. Really appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Continued success throughout the rest of the season. That concludes this episode, Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow night. Unfortunately, you'll be disappointed. But we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you guys for joining us.
Who they?
Ocho, out. When they gonna win another game? Never.
You.